this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in any case, I wish you see ya!
The wind rises. Squall and Fury. Too slow. Behold! Take it and have fun. Squall and Fury! Quit following me.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Hello, passengers. passengers. I am your tour guide for this trip, Alfan. We are now heading to Erinias. Many people are tried there and sent to the fortress of Meripede. But passengers needn't worry. Life in the fortress of Meripede may be a good thing for certain groups of people. The construction of Clockwork Mecha has no restrictions outside of patent law. Other than the Fontaine Research Institute, many private workshops are engaged in researching and building all kinds of Clockwork Mecha. Some people will modify existing models, and other criminals will use Clockwork Mecha for theft, robbery, surveillance, and illegal exploration, among other activities. If you encounter such a situation, please report it to the nearest Maréchaussée personnel immediately. We are now arriving at Marcotte Station, where this journey ends. Any passengers interested in taking a commemorative photo of their Aquabus journey are advised to do so at the Court of Fontaine Station on the Clementine line. This is because the atmosphere there is much livelier. Plus, my diligent colleague Aval keeps her boat in a much cleaner, photo-ready condition. And also, my Malazine hands struggle with holding cameras.
Too slow. Huh. Quit following me. The wind rises.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Erinias might have been the last one.
Vacher.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voice? That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vacher? Vacher.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? Huh? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vacher, are you... my dear Vacher? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vacher? Do you know where my love is? Wait, my memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would... But now... No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new. The thought of me gives him no... If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the... Perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that... Is that what you call it? It was a state of neither... I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time. And only then... I think I hear your companion. It's time... Farewell then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navi is outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Clorinde? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorinde. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorinde, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we...
Sorry, I did not consider your feeling.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you...
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, and what about these Gardamex?
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's... Regardless.
I do...
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've...
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget as such. We're still partners.
It will take 50 years.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that happen?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the Primordial Sea?
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately, since he saw that young woman dissolve, but he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange a... We also have some plans to go over, and
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Squall Fury.
Welcome to the Navia line. This journey will be returning to the Court of Fontaine. I am Elfan, your tour guide for this trip. But I hope you won't mind if my commentary fails to do justice to the majestic views before your eyes. Anyway, the destination of this tour is the capital city of this nation, the Court of Fontaine. Even the critic who once compared the city to a cage of stone and steel could not deny its aesthetic appeal. To the right of the Aquabus, suspended in midair, is Fontaine's renowned Research Institute. I hear the employees there do crazy overtime regardless of rank or distinction. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with the incident. Excellent. We've reached the terminal station. Please prepare to disembark. I don't mean to hurry you, but there are just so many attractions in the Court of Fontaine worth visiting. I recommend that you begin sightseeing as soon as possible, so you encounter as many of these treasures as you can. As for me, I might use this opportunity for a rest. Maybe I'll go to our ways for a cup of coffee. Even tour guides need a pick-me-up now and then.
Welcome to the court, Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Quit following me.
It's right up ahead. But let's make...
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh. Very good.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now,
Quit following me. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. The wind rises.
This is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, He was accused of murdering his own friend, but he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was... Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorinde has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Clorinde told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah, Paimon's feet.
Please, Relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Paimon slept so, huh? Navi?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. No. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
No.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax.
Adventuring underground is way more fun than I thought.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
playground is way more fun than I thought.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Say what you mean. No problem's too big to solve. You are really dangerous.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Just say what you mean. No problems
You
too
really
big
need
to
those
solve.
parts. What's taking him so long?
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Lyney.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Lyney's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a...
Of course. Don't
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Ah, thanks so much.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearance.
Ah, I see. In that case...
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately... I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the file...
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that in your eyes, if you truly regret my father's death, why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despite everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. And my apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Too slow.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right.
So you're
We're looking for a man.
Ah, I see.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vash... There are no records of him either in the
Traveler? What if it was...
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case. Yet, in your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart, and it's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia, are you...
I'm fine.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into...
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why, that thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in...
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later? Great. Let's go then.
You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to... My father was the one who asked. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Intel is just like futures. You gotta invest a lot before you can start up.
Malus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really... You still remember, right, Malus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many and if you were to stop drinking it completely, as he oversaw Poisson, my father...
Boss is uncompromising. Not only that...
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers. All of whom only sold the stuff, and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, the man's name was that night. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still...
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same...
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now... Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some cost... But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my...
Jacques was an empath... I think this... On that note, however... Even though this will not please you, demoiselle, our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are... Even though Spina... There is no need to follow your father's path.
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still... Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaningless? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake.
Davia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. But what drove...
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. Knowing all of this, he decided to use but as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victim.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked, even though Boss has been gone for a long...
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you, I'm sure...
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able... Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. And... Malus, what was the key?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy...
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storm?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. But a single visit to their headquarters... The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed. But...
Then, in that case...
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But
thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. What? When I announced order, if the vendors didn't change after several the first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people, thanks to his position within Bosses in a... There's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. A boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the...
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina...
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among the—
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Quit following me.
Step right up.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
You're toast!
I'll settle this!
A round of applause. Now disappear. Let's get this show on the road. Step right up. This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you? Now disappear! Step right up. I'm fine. Quick, drop the curtains.
Stand with me! Lightning, Skelly, Lola, get them! Eat this!
Teamwork is dreamwork! And voila! Now disappear! And voila! A round of applause! Step right up!
Everybody stand!
You're toast!
Out of my way!
Let's get this show on the road! Yeah!
this.
Ever seen one of these?
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Too slow. Too slow. Squall and Fury!
This'll pack a punch.
Behold! The wind rises. Quit following me. Sentry hold! The wind rises. Too slow.
Yeah.
No touching! All hail!
Squall Fury! Unnecessary.
Let's dance.
The wind rises. Ja! There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
Behold! Upon the gale.
Quit following me. Squall and Fury.
outlines your fate.
The wind rises.
Witness the power of Gugwa! Know my sword!
Know your place.
Huh? Know my sword! Let me weave you a burden.
Take it and have fun.
Squall Fury.
Falling into the abyss. Too slow.
Rain outlines your fate.
Behold!
That's far enough.
Witness the power.
The wind rises. How amusing. That's far enough.
Squall Fury.
Wretched vermin.
Rain outlines your fate.
You even want this?
Let the show begin.
Behold! Quit following me.
The more data samples, the better.
Rain Cutter! Rain outlines your fate!
Rises. Upon the gale. The price for my sins.
Let me read your verse.
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it.
Free hold. Upon the gale. How amusing. Squall and Fury.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Rain Cutter.
Kill you. Quit following me. Bow your head. You're dead. Everything was futile.
No, my soul. Body and
Let the show begin. Go, Barbara, go! Yeah. I'll protect us.
witness the power of Guhua.
The wind rises.
Let's dance.
Behold!
Rain Cutter!
Quit following me. The wind rises. Squall and Fury. Know your place. The wind rises.
No, my sword!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
All right, amuse me.
Squall and Fury. following me. Too slow.
Emerge.
Behold!
Come on, we can do it.
Right here. Emerge. Rain cutter. Right here. Emerge.
Hi. H-I-I-M.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Falling into the abyss.
Emerge. No, my sword.
I'll protect us.
Squall and Fury.
Right here. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Witness the power of... Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Rain outlines your fate.
Rain cutter. Right here. Emerge.
Behold! The price for my sins.
No, my sword! Let me weave you up.
Let's dance.
Emerge. Right here. I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Rain outlines your...
Right here.
Hey Liam, I use Razor now he. Big smile.
I'll watch you.
We'd be right back. Imon 6-7 pity not guaranteed. Are you still there? Yes.
Just then, the rain stopped. Or should it keep raining?
Bro, I need him. His kid is so good.
Relax.
I'm not even guaranteed. At least give me Tignariang.
Just then, the rain stopped.
I check my pity. Pity. I have to get off the PS4. Read my DMS Liam GRR. I'll grind TMR.
Should it keep raining?
For my liney BBG Pookie magicians. Okay. My Pookie Wookie Lookie Linen.
Relax.
Pookie Wookie Lookie Juki Iwookie Yuki Wookie Nookie. Pookie Wookie Lookie Mookie Pookie Wookie Lookie Mookie. Pookie Wookie Lookie Monkey Pookie Wookie Lookie.
Relax.
Pookie Wookie Lookie M Pookie Wookie Lookie M. Pookie Wookie Lookie M Pookie Wookie Lookie M Pookie Wookie Lookie M.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Should it keep raining?
I need that magician and I need IT now. I need that fat Yui ho. HES the only fat Yui I like. And Lynette.
Just then, the rain
Just them noodles.
Or should it keep raining?
Relax.
Scara I hate, Scara I nice. I like nice fat Yui only.
Just then, the rain
So
There's no
Scara
such
and
thing as
magician
pure
good.
freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot
I
blow on
sent them.
forever.
Liam, can I have $727? Please. What? Pulse slow.
Just then, the rain
Can I have 8?
Or should it keep raining?
Why? Never mind, I have to get off now. For the magicians.